The 2014 Datsun GO. Mission Control, the Datsun launch is a go. I repeat, Datsun is go for launch. Ignition sequence. The relaunch of the Datsun brand took a big step forward with the reveal of its new budget car, the GO. This compact, 5-door hatchback will spearhead Nissan's ambitions across some of the largest developing markets in the world, starting with India and Russia in early 2014. The Datsun brand will form the low-cost and extra reliable rung of the Nissan family that also includes the Infiniti luxury division. Datsun wants a piece of the huge sales numbers achieved by Maruti-Suzuki and Dacia with an eye on future expansion across Asia, Africa and South America. The new Datsun ethos is fun, youthful cars that are extremely practical. The marketing is lifestyle-focused with strong appeals to youth culture and breaking away from the norm. New brands and segments are easier to establish among young shoppers with fewer brand loyalties. The Datsun GO must carve a careful niche to maximize its success in the Indian home market, where the car was also developed and will be assembled. A low selling price is king, but customers will spend more to get the features they need, like a tailgate that opens for luggage access and, of course, air conditioning. The slow-motion failure of the unpopular Tata Nano is a cautionary tale for the new Datsun brand. How will Datsun's launch model perform in challenging market conditions? Click past the jump for the full preview of the 2014 Datsun GO, a new generation of compact cars from the legendary Datsun brand. Exterior. The style of the new Datsun GO is fresh and current with a large rounded diamond badge in a chrome-trimmed honeycomb grille up front. The grille has some sharp angles in its six-sided form and is a unique look on the road. The halogen reflector headlights are a similar shape, chopped edges and a geometric design. Faux air ducts appear in the lower bumper corners, and overall the GO is a cohesive and appealing car from the front. In profile, the tiny dimensions become clear with a 96.5-inch wheelbase and some 6-spoke covers on the mini wheel and tire package. While this looks somewhat unusual to outsiders, the size and features of the GO are actually pretty modern, at least judging by the press car's body-colored door handles, and front and rear bumpers. The panel gaps and assembly quality of this pre-production example are also world-class and bodes well for the quality of the cars coming out of the GO's new Chennai-based factory. The doors and window design is not revolutionary but does ensure the rear window can roll down deeper into the door than on some hatchbacks. A blacked-out panel appears behind the rear glass and helps the GO seem more modern with a rakish and sporty roofline. In fact, practicality is the main goal of this shape. Some light haunch lines break up the rear fender area, and the tailgate has a stylized logo area for its center-mounted Datsun emblem. The tailgate's exterior handle is concealed within the bottom edge of the hatch door in an elegant way. The rear glass is curved around the trunk shape and has a third brake light under the glass. Overall, the design and assembly quality looks well above the Dacia Logan but about on par with the Hyundai i20 that the Datsun will compete with for Indian buyers. The full features and specification are not yet available, but Datsun did announce the dimensions of the car, shown in the table below. 2014 Datsun GO, exterior dimensions. Interior. The cabin of the Datsun GO is very welcoming with low sheen tan materials for the main doors and dash assembly. While durable and single pieces, the door panels have a wide armrest and integrated water bottle holders. A power window control for the front glass appears ahead of the sculpted door handle on the driver's side, but manual windows are more likely for the base production models. The 3-spoke steering wheel is a relaxing shape that shares some of its smooth design with the Nissan Leaf, aside from the prominent Datsun emblem in the center. Just below the wheel is a full-width parcel shelf that replaces a traditional glove box door with a large cubby. The shelf's edge is angled to prevent items from falling out while on the road, while a 12-volt power outlet is located to the right of the wheel. A pole-type parking brake is mounted to the dash with a larger and simple handle to disengage the brakes. The GO has a relatively flat floor in the front with less intrusion than is normal for front-drive cars. The gearstick for the 5-speed manual is mounted high up and just below the climate unit. Climate control includes manual knobs and adjustments and the mandatory air conditioning for those red-hot Delhi days. The stereo is an interesting nod toward the young buyers Datsun hopes to attract. It is a standard head unit size but does without even a radio. Instead, it has a built-in smartphone mounting point that can adjust to fit different devices. The system connects via a USB or a 3.5mm audio jack that is a direct line to the speakers. The floor and front seats speak to the utility mission of this compact hatch. Despite its diminutive stature, the GO has seatbelts for 5 people and is often a family's primary vehicle. The driver's seat is an individual bucket with slide and angle adjustments, while the passenger seat is an extended bucket that can double as a bench front seat for 3. This shape means there is no center console or fold-down armrest, nor is there a lap belt for this middle position. Safety norms are different in these developing countries and there are no mandatory airbags to drive up the cost of the car. 2014 Datsun GO. Interior features: power steering, air conditioning and manual climate control, central locking, power operated front windows, digital tachometer display, drivetrain, suspension and brakes. The GO is powered by a 1.2-liter gasoline triple that produces 68 horsepower and 104 pound-feet of torque. The GO is front drive and has disc brakes in front but less effective drums in the rear. The performance stats below are very rough projections, more details as they become available. Based on the dimensions of the GO and its power stats, it will offer a 14.8 second 0 to 60 mph time and a 94 miles per hour top speed on a very long highway to gain momentum. The triple runs on gasoline and should deliver more than 30 mpg in both the city and highway. 2014 Datsun GO. Mechanical details. Safety. The safety performance of the Datsun GO is not yet available, but the car benefits from a clean sheet design that uses the latest technology in the car's steel body structure. The crash-worthiness of the GO is enhanced by Nissan's expertise in small car platforms courtesy of the Versa and others. Without confirmation if the car will offer ABS or airbags, it is difficult to say that the GO is safe family transportation. For many people in the market for this car, however, the new design offers a huge improvement over motorbike or the older legacy models. India's famous taxi cab, the Hindustan Ambassador, was originally designed in the 1950s before the advent of any type of passenger safety tech like seat belts or crumple zones. On that comparison, the GO promises a much safer experience in crowded cities and chaotic highways. Additionally, the backing of Renault-Nissan means the GO has been signed off by the company's experienced safety experts, adding trustworthiness not mirrored by low-cost Chinese vehicles. Pricing. Pricing is not yet finalized, but the GO is promised to cost less than 400,000 Indian rupees, the equivalent of about $6,400 USD. The low base price promise is exactly what landed the Tata Nano in such hot water, so it will be interesting to see how basic the cheapest models are. Tata's original price promise more than quadrupled on the actual cars with a few required features. A good standard feature set will help Datsun satisfy shoppers who have been burned by this bait-switch tactic before. Competition. 2014 Hyundai i20. The Hyundai sets itself apart via a larger 4-cylinder engine and 6-speed manual transmission, each one increment larger than the Datsun GO's 3-cylinder and 5-speed. Available diesel engines round out a package that is mainly a 5-door in India but also comes as this 3-door. The Hyundai's import status means less patriotic buyer motivation and pricing that can be significantly higher than the Datsun and Maruti-Suzuki. 2014 Maruti-Suzuki Alto. The Maruti-Suzuki brand is the best-selling car brand in India with a modern, affordable hatchback called the Alto. Made in huge numbers, 700,000 plus annually from its giant factory, the Maruti-Suzuki is the benchmark the Datsun must beat. Subtle facelifts keep the Maruti-Suzuki looking relatively fresh versus classic Ambassador taxis, but show lines without the modern style of the Datsun or its advanced safety cell construction. The Alto's value pricing will make things difficult for the little Datsun. Conclusion. The Datsun GO is a perky and cute little design from a brand that has all the ingredients to make it to the top. Adding a youth and budget-oriented brand lets Nissan solidify its semi-premium status in these emerging markets where its main cars like the Altima, Pathfinder and 370Z are very expensive and out of reach for most mainstream buyers. The long road to Datsun becoming a billion-dollar brand is littered with cast-offs that did not make it. For the entire Datsun experience, Nissan will follow Dacia's model of designing value in the cars right from the start. Every part of these extreme value vehicles must be easy to make, ship, install and repair. In developing markets, a single model is not the kiss of death that it can be in the US or Europe. Datsun plans to build a range around this platform that is likely to include a sedan for Russia plus the Datsun GO Cross with off-road fender flares and a higher ride height. The mega factory where it will initially be built will ramp up over the next 2 years after sales begin in mid-2014. If all goes well, localized factories are earmarked for Indonesia, South Africa and Russia. After the show glitz dies down, the GO will have to appeal on its merits alone. The cute little Datsun's practical shape and features will be as popular as the classy exterior and fresh brand image. The GO is poised for liftoff. I repeat, Datsun, you are cleared for launch. Love it. Cute colors and styling wrap a practical and family-friendly shape. Some satisfying details like new grille and sculpted rear shoulder includes must-have AC and rear trunk hatch that can be opened. Leave it. Lots of unknown specifics about the Datsun's interior dimensions and performance. Hopefully the show car's power windows and painted bumpers make it to production on base model GO. Innovative stereo idea seems to lack basic AM, FM radio that is a cheap technology and could easily be included.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.